Hey everybody, welcome back to another live stream. So today I'm not in my house. I'm currently in Manila and came out here to do a couple of things, but today I wanted to get into this title. And I talked about it before briefly in a live stream, but I'm gonna go deep into it today. And the thing is what I realized, this really started like around 2020, 2019. But guys, we're gonna get into it. I know what you guys are thinking. A lot of you guys are thinking. Even I see Peter Wong in the building. Shout out to Peter Wong. He said, "Reading the title, first thing comes in my mind is because of social media, internet, and simps are making it happen, and girls are becoming sugar babies. Very true in the West, and you know what? Filipinos have seen it. But I'll tell you something that don't be surprised that it's not mostly foreigners that are being sugar daddies to these Filipinas. All right, a lot of it, believe it or not, is Filipinos. Okay, and I did some research on some stuff. Hang Lee, what's going on? He said mostly to the rich and upper middle class Filipino men. Yep, that's true. It's mostly the rich and upper class Filipino men. But believe it or not, well, it's still rich in the Philippines because on average, the guys that are doing it, Tony Anderson, what's going on? The guys that are doing it, they make about 1.7 million a year, which is a high salary in the Philippines, 35,000. There's guys in the states making 35,000. Me myself, I make a little more than 35,000. So these are Filipinos who are the sugar daddies, and they have some change. They have money to work with, and the site, believe it or not, is not even seeking arrangements. Even though when I looked on seeking arrangements, I seen Filipinas there, and Filipinas are on seeking arrangements as well. But this was actually a site in the Philippines. I'm going to get the name of that in a little while. So, Hang Lee, what's going on? Good morning, brother. Tony Anderson, Peter Wong, Garrett Austin, what's going on, man? So I'm laying back on this subject, just learning. All right, cool, man. Good morning from Boston. What's going on, Hang Lee? Now, I hear you though, man. He said I'm hanging back. I'm just learning, and I feel you. I really got into it today. I did more research on it today, and because I said I want to talk about it with you guys. So what I seen when I looked at it is there were about 83,000 sugar babies, and it's been that way since 2020. There was about 83,000, right? And the crazy thing is, these women or these sugar babies are making around $1,000 a month. So that's 49,000 pesos a month. So they're not making, chump change. That's actually pretty good. I've known guys that took care of Filipinos and gave that much. So let me see here. Mark Graham, what's going on? Mark Graham, what's going on? Katie Timon, what's going on, brother? Oh, that's a girl. Okay. And Mike, you love to travel. What's going on? Chad C, what's going on? And and so who's it here? Mark Graham said, "What does it really matter?" Well, Mark Graham, this is things guys want to know about. We're chatting up about it. This is my Sunday chat. We chatted up and we just talk. This is kind of like men's gossip. That's not really gossip because it's something that's happening. You understand? Because men don't gossip. This is something that's happening in the Philippines. And I said, why not talk about it? It's a topic to talk about. That's what we do. Well, Graham, I can't just sit here and go, oh, hey, guys, you got your passports ready? All right, guys, come to the Philippines. That's not what it's all about. It's about chopping it up with people, and having conversation. But if you don't like it, you're welcome to leave. And so, let me see. Imagine guys become sugar boy, lol. But I guess these are the model looking men. Well, actually, that's something that's been happening forever too. It even happens in the Philippines. What do they call those guys, Kay? Those guys that be dancing, they're like strippers, the male strippers. That's what they've had for the Filipinos. So that is happening here. That is happening here. But anyway, there's a lot of college students. What? Yeah, no, that's who's mostly doing it. That's who's mostly doing it. Mostly the ones mostly doing the sugar babies is college students. But the thing is, what a lot of them may not understand is they have arrangements in there. Meaning, for instance, you know, And I can tell when I looked on Secret Arrangements, right? A lot of these women on their profiles like, oh, I just need some help. And the way they were saying it, like they didn't expect guys to come for a piece of snatch, you know. And I'm like, man, and I could tell some of these girls are like, not that they're virgins, but they're virgin minded, you know. They're on there. I'm like, man, this girl seems like she really doesn't know. Like she thinks she's getting something from nothing. Nobody gets anything for nothing, you know. And I'm sure there's some guys that are doing it. Now, the great thing about this, let me tell you why there's no need to worry for anybody to worry here about this situation here, because 83,000 is nowhere near the 110, 20 million Filipinos that are here. And then maybe even if half of those are women, you know, that's what, 60 million? It's probably more than half. So no need for any of you guys to worry. That's not going to be something. And the same thing happens, guys. Same thing happens with scammers. You know, you have. It seems like there's so many Filipino scammers because all of them online just attacking you when you're trying to date online, and that's just not the case. Maybe 20,000 scammers in the Philippines, female scammers, right? But online, it's going to make it feel like the entire population because they're all attacking you one after the other, actually for money. But same thing with this here, with the sugar babies. Okay, you don't have to worry about every Filipino looking to get you for money, but it does happen. But let me tell you the flip side of this, guys. The flip side of this, which of course what you're going to expect, right, is there's an article on these Filipinas that were sugar babies, right? And the sugar daddy got them, meaning he got them. Let me read it. I'll just read it to you guys. Oh, let me go here. I gotta find this because this is crazy. And yeah, and the main site out here is called Sugar Book. It's called Sugar Book. If you guys want to know about it, you can check that out. It says noted that it was saw a staggering 65% online traffic surge since 2000 from March to August 2020, where 79% of them were sugar babies. Now let me go back here. Hold on. Now there's another article here. One second, guys. All right, now this is the article here. Sugar babies cry foul after being scammed by sugar daddies and dating site. Of course, this is gonna happen. Frank Ellis, what's going on? George, how you doing? Diary, how you doing? He said, I would bet some of the college girls are living double lives. They slip away to hang out for a few days with the guy or maintaining a college life around their friends. And you know what? That I'm sure that's happening. And it reminds me, same things that happen. I mean, the same things that happen in the US happen all over the world. Okay, it just doesn't happen in the same numbers as it happens in the US. It doesn't happen in the same numbers, but it happens all over the world. It happens in Thailand, happens in all of the places people guys go to, happens everywhere. Yep, sugar babies are worldwide. Sugar babies are worldwide. Hoes are worldwide. You know, that's something that we can't stop. What's going on, K Dallas? How you doing, man? And what's going on, George? How you doing? Say, I will bet some of these girls live with that. Very true. And so, Frank Ellis said a lot of these girls don't even have sugar babies, sugar baby looks. Come on, guys. Well, I'm sure the ones in the Philippines do. Well, you know what? I've seen some that don't, even in the Philippines. I've seen some that don't. I've seen some women on there looking rather old on some of these sugar daddy websites, looking rather old. Even on Secret Arrangements, I see a woman in the Philippines look like they were about 50 years old, and I'm looking at them like, what are you doing here? But you know what? I can't say anything. Maybe some 80-year-old guy comes there, some guy looking to have a younger woman and looking 40 is younger to him. Maybe he goes for it. But for the most part, guys aren't looking for women that are in their 40s. So when I seen the site, I said, man, what's this? What is she thinking about? And I'm going to check out this site too because I want to see what's on there. I got to do my research, guys. Sugar book. Is that it? Sugar book? Like super book, sugar book. Hold on, let me see if that's the name. Hold on, guys. Is this sugar book? I think it is, kid. Yeah, sugar book. That's a crazy name, sugar book. And so Darius said it's an even trade off You either deal with it or move on. It's the price you pay in the modern world. Very true. And no strings can be a good thing. Enjoy each other's company. Yeah, that's true. It's somewhat. Which the website are you talking about? I got my paper and pen in hand. Sugar Book. It's Sugar Book in the Philippines. And this is the crazy thing, right? Um, their Filipinos are getting on average 49,000 pesos a month. Not bad. Not bad. So what do you think happens then? What do you think happens for the girl that's in college? Some girls are getting more. Imagine a girl is straight gorgeous, right? Goes on Sugar Book or goes on Seeking Arrangements, and then gets a guy. It's not giving him 49,000 pesos. It's giving him 100,000 pesos. Then what happens to this girl then? What happens to her then? You know, that's when it all turns for the worst, and she's in a bad position because now she's relying on this dude, and then she's allowing him to pay all the bills, and she loses him, and then she starts doing a little more. You know how that goes, guys. She starts doing a little more, and before you know it, she's turning tricks. That's how it starts. What's going on, Murphy Hayes? How you doing? What's going on, Murphy Hayes? But yeah, guys. But let me tell you guys what happened. So, and it actually happened on Sugar Book. It says sugar babies cry foul after being scammed by sugar daddies and dating site. And so what happened, and it said too on this site, right? Most of the sugar babies, they're right here in Metro Manila. They're right here in Metro Manila. And I came to meet one with Kay. Here goes one right here. Come on, not joke. No, I'm joking. And so okay, stupid. How is that any different than some of the girls with their OnlyFans page? Not really much. It's actually, you know what? It's a big difference. That's a big difference because the girls with the OnlyFans page, they're just letting it all out. Some of these girls are not giving it up, but you know what? This is a site, kind of like girls. A lot of these girls, it's like they're turning tricks. Some girls are just getting paid, but there are a lot of girls that are giving up strange for a piece of change, and it's sad. It's sad to see what's happening. Vine Byron was going. What up, J and K? We haven't spoken in a while. I'm living in Dominican Republic right now, but I'll be in Cebu this year. Okay, that's cool, man. What's going on, Vaughn?
Shout out to John Thomas. He used his member.
Oh, John Thomas?
He used
Okay.
his membership for the 23 months to be in JK.
Ozzy, what's going on? Ozzy 411 he said, hey, from Miami. Sounds like a plan when I make it to PH. Yeah, it definitely does, man. Definitely does. But let me get back into this article. So actually, most of them are in Metro Manila and online dating luxury sites, according to this guy, Stanford Truth report on Tuesday. Several Filipinos have been duped by sugar daddies. They met on a Facebook group on a popular website's name. So they show the names. I'm not going to say the names. So it shows it was two girls that were duped who said they turned to sugar dating, a relationship between a wealthy older person and a younger partner in need of financial support due to the money issues caused by the pandemic. It says he offered 35,000. So she pretty much was turning tricks. He offered her 35,000. Okay, come here. I don't understand Tagalog. Okay, what does this say? Yeah, I need my translation from K. What's going on? Two guns to you. Yoga. How you doing? FBA men. Yep. She caught her on a cruise in Bahamas. We're coming to Phuket to kickbox. Okay. What's going on? Okay, translate that. Okay. What's going on, Hillbilly Pyro?
This is a girl talking, right?
Yeah.
The girl said he offered me 35,000 for a month, and then he showed me some videos that other girls doing, and then he told me to do the same thing. But while the times go on, oh my gosh, time passed by. I don't like to do what's
She got something to take
I
her.
don't like what I'm doing no more. What he asked me to do, I don't like it no more.
So
if I didn't send any nude picture,
okay,
he will
cut her off.
he will spread all the nudes. If he didn't send nude picture, he gonna spread the other pictures that she sent before to other people.
Oh wow.
And
Which she
then,
probably was already doing.
oh my gosh, this is all Tagalog. Adding salt
Yeah.
once Maricel Sugar Dad never made a good on his promise of giving her money. He didn't give
She
me
got scammed.
anything, even 1 cent, 1 peso. I got scared. Halos ano, hindi ko yan. Until now, I cannot sleep kasi because I always thinking about it. All right.
Yeah.
That's the end
So
of the
so what happened was she got tricked. She got tricked by a trick. That's what happened. She was on there looking for tricks, and she got tricked. And the guy didn't take it as far to say, "Okay, let's meet." She wanted to see some pictures, right? She wants to see some pictures. He wants to see some pictures. She sent the pictures. He never sent the money. He never sent the money. With all the porn out there, why does anyone want new pics? What most is an advanced woman to start with. Very true.
But some guys like a regular body, like
Okay, but no. Mm-mm. And your hillbilly's right. Why would I want me? I'm saying if it was me, if I was this man, I don't want the pictures. I'm like, come on out over here. Come on out to Manila.
I'm coming, honey.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Coming.
I'm meeting up. Hillbilly, you right, man. I don't want any pictures. I'm this guy. No, 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 no. You coming to meet me in public?
Maybe he's married.
Nah,
Sugar daddy.
nah, I wouldn't get anything off of that. Like you said, Hillbilly said it right. With all the porn out there, why does anyone want new pics? Right? Why would he waste his? That's a waste of time. He spent all that time getting pictures and going on sugar daddy websites. He could have just went to a site to pay for and pay the woman for pics. He still wasted time. And I don't know, that's what some guys are doing. I see you knifing it up, Hillbilly. Some guys are just doing that though. Clarence 07, what's going on? Yeah, no, I don't get it either, but that's what happened. And of course that's gonna happen. You know, there's always gonna be guys that are gonna be on these sites looking to get one over. And you know what? They get satisfaction out of knowing he got one up on her. I bet you he feels good. So man, I gotta give him pictures. And right, I gotta give him pictures. And then, you know, it went from there, but who wins in the end? He wins. And so that's hard to believe. I had a lot of Filipinas send naked pics so much I had to cut them off. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you because what happens is they want to make you feel like wow you're the only one or this is for you, you know, this is for you. And you, yeah, a lot goes on the chat. In the chat box. Link, what's going on, Link? Good morning, J&K, jamming out on Big Pun, beware, out of Bronx. He was talking about blades there. What blades? Keep lacking, guys. Yeah, that was crazy. But that was crazy. But of course that's gonna happen. And it's expected. And this started around pandemic, but really nothing to worry about, guys. But also on top of that,
What if he doesn't know the girl is having a sugar daddy in the video?
even if they don't know girls has a sugar daddy.
And then,
But that's the thing, when you're dating a woman online, you just don't know. You just don't know. Like, you know, I say for any guy that comes across a woman who's doing, I mean, you wouldn't know. You probably would never know. You know, you meet up with her and she doesn't tell you about it. But if it doesn't come back to her, I guess no harm, no foul. If she didn't have sex with him, right? What do you guys do? You found out your lady was doing this. Would you cut off right away or would you give her another chance? If you give another chance, one's in the chat. If you cut off right away, two's in the chat. Yeah. If you would give another chance, thanks for the super chat, Doug. If you would give, say if you found out your Filipina was dating a sugar daddy, right? Would you cut her off? Give me a one if you would cut her off, or a two if you would get another chance. And thanks for the super chat, Doug. And so Clarence said, just find out my boy is having twins with a bar girl. He is so mad. Wow, that's crazy.
Mikael said two. Ozzy one. Okay.
Okay.
We have both, ano. Guys, okay, you got two. One pala. Link one. Rina. Link for, link, what's one? What's one?
One is would you no one is would you give it no one is would you cut her off, I think.
Right now, one.
That was it, right? One would you give it a
Everybody
chance?
say one, yeah, six. Most people say one.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell her to ask for more so we can both live. I heard that. She got one relationship with no sex. Why keep dating her then? Depends how long I'm dating. Yeah. Just like Darius said.
Hey,
What did
Dada is
Darius
in the
say?
gym, so
What
let's
did Darius
go.
say? Let me see, just like Darius said. What did Darius, I wouldn't put much into dating someone online or LDR, just don't make sense. Okay. And so plenty of fish in the sea. I cut them off for less than that. Yeah, I hear you. I started getting to that too. And so Frank Ellis said, I heard most girls on online dating sites have 3 to 5 foreigner income streams. It's true. That's what a lot of dating sites turn into. A lot of dating sites turn into women getting many different income streams from different guys. But for the most part, now, if you're dating online, right, I wouldn't even do it until you come into the Philippines. Like right now, with there being like the Philippines being open, I wouldn't date a woman online right now. I would, but with the intention of, what are you doing next week? I would be online dating, saying, okay, what are you doing next week? And the one place I would go to do online dating, what's the name of that place that I went to before? The second one. It was Blossoms.
Blossoms.
It was Blossoms. I would go to Blossoms to pick them to say, okay, you know what? Hey, I'm coming to this part of the Philippines. I want to meet you next week. That'd be the only reason I only do online dating if I was one of you guys. Seriously. Okay, I'm coming to the Philippines next month. And chatting them up and seeing which one works out. The LDR babes, let me see. Hell no, LDR is all the drawbacks of having a woman and are the good parts. Exactly. And I wouldn't do it for a long term. Like, I'll be honest with you guys. I did it with Kay before for 2 years. Would I do that now? I would never do it again.
You can do it again. Let's break up.
No, I would never do it again.
Well, you need
And
to
so,
do it again. We're married already.
no, I'm saying, like, say if I had to do it all over, I wouldn't do it. Once feminism enters in any quantity or capacity, it's over for that society. Well, not true. Not true, because it's here. You know what I realized? Let me tell you guys, because I made a video about it, and I want to talk about that video. I made a video, my last video, I think it was on Thursday, talking about feminism is here, MGTOW. Feminism is actually in the Philippines. You want to know what I noticed? I'm being straight real. I know it may hurt somebody's feelings, but this is just the truth. There were no, like, the Filipinas that you would see that guys would gawk over and be like, wow, she looks gorgeous. In the pictures, none of them were in those pictures with the feminists. That's facts. None of the women, but in the U.S. and other places, other countries, you see the women sometimes that are, really, really good looking will be in those lines and those marching with them, holding up those signs. But out here, and it showed it was a bunch of young women, and none of them were top notch. So you could tell, like, okay, the women that were marching with them were the ones that don't have any guys, or it could be gay. And I have nothing against gay women or gay guys, but that was facts. You could just see it. They weren't desirable, and they were holding up those picket fences and those picket signs. And I'm sitting there looking like, okay. And I was waiting to see one that would say "wow," and I didn't see one. I didn't see one, and that told me a lot. When I didn't see one that was drop dead gorgeous there, I said that's why they're there. Because the ones that are drop dead gorgeous don't have time to hold up no picket signs. They got guys chasing them. They got other goals that they're going for. It's a different mindset. You know, they're so desired, they're not even thinking about it. And so Link said, "Come on, to be fair, what's forcing these women to drop to levels like this? Flip it. What if the West were in the circumstances the same way and the PH had it popping, Jay? Imagine hook chicks from over here. You know what's crazy? If it was flipped around, if it was flipped around, it's bugged out. It would still be the same way actually. If it was flipped around and everything happened the same way, it would still be the same way. It would still be the same way. But you know what I noticed in the Philippines? The Philippines, right? Women already have their somewhat of their equality. We already have Filipino presidents, right? A Filipina pretty much ran Marcos, what's his name? Marcos out of there, for presidency. So there's already been Filipino presidents.
Thank you for the super chat,
Thanks for
Jamal.
the super chat.
Said Jay, always appreciate it.
Jamal said, Jay, I always appreciate the content and knowledge. You're one of the goats, and many brothers are following your teachings. You always show facts. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate the super chats. I'm definitely not a rich brother, so it definitely helps. I'm definitely not a rich brother, and I'm still working. And so, come on, to be fair, was forcing women to drop levels like this. Yeah, and you know what? I think because K would never do it. I look at K with everything, and that's facts. And if there was sugar baby websites out there, K wouldn't have been on them because there were things. There are always things out there. There's always a guy. Forget a sugar baby website. There's always some guy willing to pay girls' bills. This sugar daddies have been around forever. Sugar daddies have been around forever, and you see it out in the Philippines sometimes. I'll be walking up the block and I see it's not just this is the thing, it's not just the older white guys or the older black guys that come here and get Filipinas. I see a lot of not a lot. Now you don't see it on the regular, but sometimes, and I've seen at least four to five times already being in the Philippines, probably up to 10. I see an old guy, 50, no, more than 50. One time I seen a guy that was like 70 years old, and he was with this young girl, and I knew that was his girl because the way he was touching her back. And I said, man, and I can tell their relationship, and I'm looking like, wow, this guy, she got a sugar daddy, and she probably needed it. And so, Dari said the LDR babes do a lot of copy and paste with their scripts. No, they do. They do, and it's easy to tell with the scripts. My girlfriend is from Laos City, Ilocos Norte. I'm coming to Philippines December for 4 weeks. The first time. Oh, cool, man. Hope you have a great time. If you want to, it depends. Are you going to be living in the? Are you going straight deep into the province? A lot of guys do that, and then will end up hating their time in the Philippines.
Maybe just visit.
Yeah, I know. I say visit the province, but if you live in a city now, I gotta let you guys know this that come to the Philippines. If you live in a city now and you've never been to the Philippines, buried deep in the province, don't come out here with the idea of I'm gonna go stay with her and be in the province. It's gonna be night and day from what you're used to. And then not only that, the family's gonna be all over you. Like I was speaking with a guy yesterday, right? And he said he came out here to meet his Filipino, and the family was up under him his whole time out here in the Philippines. And I'm thinking in my head, why did you let that happen to you? I didn't say why did you let that happen, but I'm thinking like, man, how did that happen? Because I'll be honest, when I came out here, Kay's family was up under me for one day, and then they were out of here because Kay put some separation between me and her family. I kind of like that happens to guys. Guys go right to the province and go right down to the deep in the farm, or they go to places where there's no drinking water, and then they hate it. And then they hate the experience in the Philippines, but they're in Laos, so they deal with it. But then they're miserable the whole time here.
Maybe we visit is fine.
Yeah, if you've been
You
it before.
experience
Yeah,
it,
if you've
right?
experienced it already. That's what I said. If a guy is used to that, then do it. But if you're not, then don't do that.
Some guys want to be adventurous.
That's not adventurous. That's what do you call that? That's getting down dirty. Create the best storyline and stick to the script, reel them in, and collect the money. That's what they do. And so Murphy Hayes said, my friend sent me a viral video last year, Filipino FW, let some guy talk her into doing a video performing sex acts. The guy started blackmailing her, so she hanged herself on video. It's awful. And that guy, man, that guy, that guy ought to be ashamed of himself. I was gonna say something else, but I'm not gonna say anything else. That guy ought to be ashamed of himself. Like, why would you push a girl that far? Because I tell you guys, I'll be real with you. You have some Filipino, no, not some. I can't even say some. Very little Filipinos that are just so cold hearted to do things like that. Because there's Filipinos, Murphy, that's done that to guys too. But that's on such the lower percentile. Like it'll be like 0.0009% of Filipinos would do that, or even scam somebody, right? But then this guy did that to this girl, man, and she probably had her whole life ahead of her. I already know she was probably young. But yeah, let me just go past that. And so, do they DNA testing there? How long does it take? Well, I'm sure you can get one done. I just don't know. I'm sure there's. Well, you can get that if you go to a regular hospital where they do DNA tests. Probably can find them in a major city like Manila, Cebu. It probably take the same amount of time, maybe a week or something like that. I don't believe in LDR. I still knock him down here in the states. Yeah, I hear you. I believe in it at first. You know what happened to me, guys, with me doing LDR? It was like I went through the hypergamy in the states, and it wasn't even hypergamy of what women were doing, but you know how it is when you deal with women in the states with the dating sites, right? I told you guys the story already, but that led me to the Philippines, and it led me to a long distance relationship. I actually didn't want to do the long distance thing, and I was going to break up with kid because of it. But you guys know the story. I'm not going to bore you guys again with that. But I was going to do it, and then I did it because I said, "Man, this woman is the one." Everything was just seeming right, but I still didn't know her. But then it seemed right, so I said, "Okay, let me go see." When I was in the Philippines, I was told to go to the clubs near the colleges because the girls would go there trying to get their school money. The school money. Oh, get their school money. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's crazy. I can believe that in some cases. Some colleges. I remember the college that was around the corner from where I was living in the Philippines. That was the rich college. So none of those girls were going around to the clubs looking for school money. They were probably going around to the clubs looking for a good time, But I could imagine. I could imagine the girls doing that. But man, there's girls that's going to school and still the same thing like happens in the state. They're stripping to pay for college. How they say that? I'm sure there's girls doing that. There's girls doing that too here in the Philippines. That's best believe. And so Hillbilly Pyro said, "Can't trust pics. How they can make a frog look like a horse with those filters." So true, man. So true. So true. Fellas, LDR internet. She's never your girl, but just your turn. Oh, that's so true too. And so, Garrett said Charlie met me on Facebook. All great now. Plus, babe, A plus, babe. We think she's ugly. She is the bomb. I'm very blessed and made the big payback and come back. And so, Clarence says studs make the best friends. I bet they do. You play them one on one too. And so, DJ B Fett, what's going on? What's going on, DJB Fit? So it's that time. So it's a numbers game, gents. Majority rules wins. I'm 45 years old, and my girlfriend is 41 years old. She has two children. I'm nervous to meet her family. Well, meet her family, but you know what? Well, she has two children. If you're a guy, it depends. Like, if, when you come here, she's gonna have you around her family all the time. She probably won't because she has two children and she's 41.
Not sure.
So yeah, she may handle it different than a lot of other Filipinos would. You know, because I think the guy I was speaking with yesterday is Filipino, was a little younger. So hey, Billy said hit the like. Yes, guys, hit the like. And FL6 Stringer said I have a feeling my future love interest wakes up to the alarm clock rooster. Yeah, sure. Yep, probably does. Probably does. And so K Dallas said, I'm in El Paso right now looking at these beautiful Mexican. Go get you one, man. Go get you one. And so Link said, Jay, but the circumstances that have them doing this, is it really their faults or should the spotlight be on the economy? And it's about staying alive for some. Well, not really. I can't say that, Link. I can't say that because I have one that was had situations like that, you know, and she don't like to hear it, but K's family don't come from money, you know. So that's what I have to say about that. Like, it's facts. And Kay will get right on live and tell you. She gives no excuse to Filipinos that work in the bars, no excuse to Filipinos that are sugar babies. Most Filipinos don't, believe it or not. Because most Filipinos are not doing that. Most Filipinos are not even dating foreigners. So they look at Filipinos that, go to the bar, and they look at Filipinos that go on sugar baby sites as they're bringing Filipinos down. I can't wait to be back out here and get some interviews of Filipinos saying, "What do you think about this? What do you think about that?" And the way to make it more complete is I'm going to have Kay do it to have more open to answer my questions, and because I want to see it, I want to get some live street interviews and see what they're thinking. I want to really start getting deep into it because most of them don't. That's just the facts. That's just facts. Most Filipinos don't like that. They don't like girls working in bars. They don't like girls going on sugar baby sites because most Filipinos don't need to do it. Most Filipinos are hardworking. That's just facts. And so, you see, the Hillbilly Pyro said, I want a woman with a degree in self-respect. Yeah. Guy said, Queen, hang in the background. I know in Tokyo, people look down on people with tattoos. How do Filipino react to people with lots of tattoos? Well, they don't look down on it. I'll tell you one thing, man. Filipinas and Filipinos don't look down on anyone. You can be from anywhere. You can look like anything. And you'll come here and get love and respect in the Philippines. It's not every country's like that too. Filipinos are very accepting.
Thanks for the super chat, Clarence007.
Yeah, thanks for super chat, Clarence. But Filipinos are very open minded, big hearted, very caring. You'd be in the street, you could be a foreigner in the street begging for money. Filipinos will hit you with some money. This is how it is here. And so Garrett said, no more naked pictures will be sent of her goodies again by another woman of mine, or I am forever a ghost. I don't know what Garrett's talking about. Garrett's talking about naked pictures of women. What are you doing, Garrett? Garrett, you looking in people's windows over there? And so Level of Madness said a 70-year-old man's equalizer is about a Viagra, and his theme song is going to be Rock On by Def Leppard. Yeah, that is a great equalizer. But you know what's crazy now? These younger guys are doing that. You know what the new thing is for younger guys? They get drunk, right? take a Viagra. They don't eat the whole thing. They'll chop it in pieces, right? Or they'll smash a Viagra and pop a piece in, pop a couple pieces in, drink some alcohol. Guys are doing this. They're going out all night drinking a little bit of alcohol.
How do you know, Jerry?
Because
I'm
I
joking.
know guys that did it. I've known guys that done it. You know. But the thing is, and I already talked about it before. I don't do the Viagra. Kay knows what I do. I take the Rhino brand tea. They got certain things that are natural. That next you take maca stuff like that. And so two guns to you said I prefer that scenery because I grew up on a farm. Yeah. So it's for guys like you, it works. You know, like I know what's his name is here right now. Buddy Kim Lib, he's here, and he grew up like that. But if you're the guy that hasn't grown up like that, then you're going to make sure, hey, look, when I come out there, am I going to be staying on your farm? Or am I going to be staying in the middle of nowhere? Because you may want to have her come to Manila with you or go to Cebu with you. Even Davao, even the city of Davao is going to be better than going into, take it to a major city. If you're coming out here in the Philippines, like come to the farm with me and you don't live like that and you want to actually experience the Philippines, I mean, really going to that farm won't be experiencing the Philippines, but not really experiencing the Philippines is all the islands. And the Philippines is famous for the islands. That's experiencing the Philippines. I feel anybody that comes here needs to start hitting the islands. I've talked to a lot of girls from there and been asked if I have chats many times. Okay. So Clarence said I just got back from the Dominican Republic, and it seems like so many of the women got morbidly obese over the course of 2 years. The last time I was there, really. What part of the Dominican Republic you went to? It depends. What, yeah, you know, people get obese all over the world. It's even happening, starting to happen here in the Philippines. You know, I was in the mall today. Of course, I'm in Manila, but I see more and more Filipinos getting bigger. You know, it's happening all over the world. You know, you have McDonald's and KFC and all this stuff out there. It's gonna happen.
Susua.
Susua to Susua?
Yeah, you doing?
Oh man!
You mentioned that in the blog too.
Woo. Susua, the woman getting fat. Susua? You sure? He said Susua?
Yeah, at the end, the only to scroll down,
I'm not.
he said Susua.
He was just girls getting fat in Susua? No, that's probably the girls that were there at that time. That's probably the
He said
Susua.
over the course of 2 years, the last 10 hours.
Oh, they probably no. I think I think it was just the slew of fat girls that were there. That's not supposed to be there. Seriously, because I see Susua on YouTube videos all the time, and man.
Of course, they're not gonna blood the fat girl. They're gonna blood the sexy girls.
Okay, but still, it's so many girls that go there that are sexy that go there to get busy. It's crazy. Like over there where you went, they go there just to get busy, and they open about it too. And they say like guys that are over there, guys go out there looking for love. In certain areas, you can't go looking for love. You know, like going to Sasua looking for love is like going to Angela City looking for your wife. Now I can't say that. I can't say you're going to Angela City because Angela City is so big. That's like going to Walking Street. Yeah, so I can say that. That's like going to Walking Street looking for your wife. So, or going to certain place on a whole stroll in Brazil looking for a wife. But it happens. Some guys get out there. It happens. Guys come to any other city and it just happens. They just don't know. And then boom. And it find the love of their life in their minds. And so Hillbilly Pyro said, I have not been on a date in 4 years. I have no interest in the females here. So entitled and demanding. Nope. Don't need it. Yeah, I was just talking about that last weekend, Hillbilly Pyro. And I was talking about a guy that won't even date women in the US anymore. And I get it. I remember my cousin said that to me one time. He said, man, he said, I don't even want to date women here.
Tattoo gamers, I watch a lot of your videos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for watching, Tattoo Gamer. And so Hillbilly Power said I've not yes, I read it already. Level of Madness said need a free DNA. Just invite the girl to the Maury Povich show for an episode If you're not the father.
The father.
Yeah, that's crazy. I forgot. I think it was in.
Did you watch that episode? You are not the father.
Well, no, that's every episode almost. It's like half the episodes. Yeah. What's going on, Dollar Bill? How you doing, man? LDR is hard, but sometimes it works, but most times it don't. Let's face in LDRs, you're just pin pals. Well, no, you are. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's why if I had to do it again, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it again. Because at the time when I did it, I wasn't a passport guy yet. I wasn't a passport guy yet. I would just use my regular ID and travel from state to state. But then once I got my passport, that's when I started, going to other places. Tony Anderson says, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, guys, likes do help. And so Chris Hansen says, Cebu City here, where my bro's at. All right. So Tattoo Gamer said, I've been dating, talking to my girlfriend for just over a year now. So I have my fingers crossed for a real relationship that will last. I wish you luck, man. I wish you luck. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. And thanks for that super chat, Clarence. Thanks a lot for that, man. And Hillbilly said El Paso, the red parrot is cool if it's still there. Never been there. Never been to El Paso, the red parrot. And so Darius said, I'm sure you'll get a mixed bag of opinions of girls working in bars, etc. Much like anywhere else. Some care, others know they're about surviving. Yeah, but what happens though, especially in other places, see in the Philippines, the girls will cater to you more, make you feel like they're in love with you because they want to get away. They want to get away from the bars. And they know you're going to provide that bag for them to do it. But in other places like in Sosua or if you're somewhere in Brazil, those girls will eat you alive. They will eat you alive. And some girls in the Philippines will eat you alive too. But see what it is sometimes girls in the Philippines can be more dangerous because they're more patient. So you got to be careful that you have the right one to be more patient and boom, before you know it, wow, I can't believe this happened. And so Jim Travis said, I'm giving away lots of free money. You just have to come get it. I heard that. Never mixed Viagra with alcohol ever. No, guys are doing it though. Guys are doing it though. They're mixing it with alcohol. They're mixing it with weed. And that's what's happening. Yeah, guys are doing it. Guys have been doing it for a while. That's why they don't pop the whole thing. They break it in pieces, or they break it in like half, and then chop the other piece in half, take it in quarters. Yeah, mix it with the beer. Go get up with the girl and have a good time. You can tell by the name I'm not a C person. Yeah, I heard that. So Gary said my second ex-wife sent naked pictures of two dudes on Facebook and left me after cheating. Oh wow. I want to be in a bush but close to a town for stuff. They said Americans mess it up. What, Sosua? I believe it. I believe we messed a lot of places up. Going there and just super tricking. I believe we even messed up online dating too and LDRs, especially with Filipinas. Filipinas know their worth now. That are on the scammers, they know their worth. The scammers, everybody know their worth. Facebook user. So one thing I'm worried about is the weather. The hottest country I've been to is Egypt or Mexico. A lot of cultures outside of the U.S. they eat more Western food, a lot complex carbs and sugar. At some point, the metabolism does burn it off. Yeah, It just sits there like gluck in their stomach. It makes its way in there and creates new stomach worms, all kinds of crazy stuff. The only thing I don't think I deal with living the province is using that tabo and taking a shower and using an outhouse. You know what's crazy? I couldn't do the outhouse, but the tabo, I can do it. I can do the tabo. I can even do the no toilet. You know, some places have no toilet in their home and they dump it. But I could live like a Filipino. So I think over time, I've adjusted myself. Just want to look to find a fabulous lady and Charlie there in the fields talking about it briefly in our book. Don't look for love, love will find you. It's very true. It will. You just got to make sure to choose wisely because the woman choose you. You know, you just have to make the right choice when they choose. Envelope results are in. Okay. Joe Roy, new to the channel and chat. What's up, people? How you doing, Joe Roy? Eat alive. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, yeah. It's true. Yeah, they will, man. They eat you alive. Yeah. Even in the Philippines, they eat you alive. He said barcodes remind me of the vampire chicks from the old movies. They suck your wallet in your blood. Sure do. So many equality said that's game. I'm just surprised more men don't catch up on it. You know, for some guys it's hard with equality. Some guys that come here have never or go to any other countries. Some guys have never been in those positions. Where they've been around women or been around women that were mischievous, and they get to these places and they get eaten alive. Girls really make them feel like they're loved, especially in the Philippines. Philippines is one of the best at doing it. Filipinas. You know, I say it all the time, but look at the marriage numbers in the U.S. It's mostly Filipinas that are getting married to foreigners. It's like the highest by far, like 60%. The next number is like 15 or something like that. The highest nationality getting married is Filipinas. You know, they play the long game. They play to win, and it happens. A lot of guys bringing them there and don't know them, and it just happens. That's like right now. I would bring Kate to the states, but would I go out there for long term? No. I'm looking to have things all over the place, but I can trust her and still know in my head if something went wrong, I can always leave in a heartbeat too. So level of madness said for me, Viagra doesn't work anymore. I use two popsicle sticks and rubber band. Man, if it doesn't work anymore, something's wrong, bro. You've over abused it. What's going on, Matthew McCall? How you doing? What's going on? That's crazy level of madness. I know that's not true though. Will Theta, what's going on? Go get some sleep, Will. Will up so late. He playing with my time now.
Jay,
It's on my
he's
time.
still up late.
What happened?
It's
Me?
also late right now.
I know, kid, but I work these hours.
You may be working.
Oh yeah, he may be working. I don't know. Yeah, right. He's doing some IT work. He's doing work right now. And so Rob Whitfield said, "Hey J and K, how are you feeling? My Filipina's coming to the States next month. She's 43 years old, and I'm 64 years, and she don't have any children. You think I'll be okay? Um, it's up to you. Depends on how much you've gotten to know her. Hey guys, you guys think Rob will be okay? He's bringing this lady to the States.
How long been together?
Yeah, he said she's 43 years old and I'm 64, and she doesn't have any children. You think I'll be okay? Um, well, Robert, I can't just guess that you'll be okay. You could be the best situation ever, or it could be the worst situation ever.
No, there's some other question, follow-up question. How
Yeah,
long you been together? Have you met
yeah,
already? And
that's great questions. So I can't just answer it, of just a whim.
it's still him.
How long you been
The
together?
boy.
And then you could have came out here and seen her 10 times, and then get her back and things go wrong, or you can get her back and things go right. It just depends on if you're a gambling man, Robert. So my thing is, are you feeling lucky? All right? Are you good at blackjack? If you're a gambling man, it just depends on if you're feeling lucky. And then because you can be feeling lucky and then things still don't work out. But sometimes you can't live your life saying, okay, what if this doesn't work out?
You need to gamble too.
You have to gamble, you know? So it's all up to you. I said at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, you already know it's your fault. You can't. A lot of times you can look for someone else for approval. You know, like I've made tons of videos. I've made total tons of videos saying to be careful what you get yourself into, and you already know. So let me see here. It doesn't matter. See whatever works, bro. So now let me go down here. I was stationed in Angeles with the AF Air Force at a time of my life. I've been making my return in 2023. Oh, that's good, man. Welcome back when you come. Welcome back. You guys got my goat or combine. Only 6 lonely likes. I see on here. What? 6 likes? Come on, guys. Be sure to like. It's 99 people in here. You can like on your way in. It
Look
doesn't
at that.
cost you a like. No, it's only 6 likes.
6 likes? That's not 6 likes.
Huh?
It's 56
Oh,
earlier.
oh,
Is that updated because it's not using? It's using the laptop. It's the
oh.
StreamYard code.
No, he typed that 12:43. No, he said that 12:43. I'm
It's
so late.
66 right now.
Okay. So back in the day, I brought the girls to the clubs. I got whatever I wanted. No charge. Fast cars, wild girls. Been there, done that. Yeah, I hear you. And so Robert Wilfield, Katie Taman says, "Good luck to you." So here, Billy said, I just want to relax, and do my own thing. If I find a good woman to join me, that's great. If not, that's great too. Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes your vacations can't be just about women. And so Frank Ellis said, women are going to be coming out of the woodwork with alimony paperwork. They definitely don't want that. But if a man is happy and don't care, it draws them to you. And so Matthew McCall said, sounds like too much echo in your mic, and it makes it hard to hear you. Anybody hear me clearly?
I was okay earlier. I was listening.
Yeah. Anybody hear me clearly?
Maybe the room because the room
Yeah,
is.
probably the room because the room, it's open room right now. And so unknown gamer is staying known says I keep making it clear in comment sections all over YouTube that what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas, and that goes the same for Western world, and especially that goes the same for America. Yeah, it's somewhat true. That's true. So Nihan said I want to move there. What are good jobs? I just got a good job in USA, but gonna get passport and continue to fix our home in Philippines, align things up. Well, you're not getting a job in the Philippines. It's not going to pay you enough. You got to work online. But online work, you can do online work and make it happen. Depending on what your skills are, pretty much every skill is online now. Especially if you can do it on a computer, start looking at online jobs, start looking at online sites, start looking at Upwork, start looking at freelancers, start looking at a bunch of sites, and then start applying yourself. You know, if you wanted some direction, I do give consultations. So let me see here. I love the channel. I'll be in Thailand in October. Hard to get a travel visa to the USA, even for the spouse of an American from the fields. No, really. What happens in the Western world, and especially what happens in America, I read that. You checked that twice, I think. Yeah, you checked it twice. And so only move there if you have income. Not easy to make money there unless you have big money to invest. Yeah, only move here if you have an income. It's very true. I wouldn't have moved here if I didn't have an income, Nihan. If I didn't have an income, I would never move to the Philippines. But make sure you have an income set before you move here. Make sure you find something online before you move here. Make sure you have something online for at least a year, 2 years. That's what I did. I wanted to make sure, and that's when I knew I felt comfortable. I always knew I could get something else, and it's always happened. Whenever I lost something, something was around the corner. And so Garrett says she's older and more mature at 43. I sure hope so, Robert. And that's the thing, is age. Age. She has the age. She may be done with games. She's looking for love. So that's what Robert has in his favor. A girl at 20 something, woo, she's looking for love and security, Robert. So you have that going for you. But if she was 23, then you'd be in serious danger. And so, and again, we said it again. So Kay's here finally.
We cannot do two screen today.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Because this place has open.
It's open, yeah. See up there?
Open system.
It's open air. So it's echoing. If he's hearing the echo, you're hearing it because of the open space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can read some of these comments.
So I'll help Jay to read the comments for you guys. That is a misconception what happens here in the West. Are you read that already?
Mm-hmm.
So level of madness that Robert will for the Filipina is going to get a taste of that USA smack and bam, she will go Karen on you, then leave you.
Yes, but it's that can happen, but it doesn't happen all the time. I know a lot of guys that get women out there and successful, but there are a lot of situations. A lot of situations. It's not half and half. It may be like, probably like under 20%, but those situations happen and they happen.
And I'm sure Robert already, talked to
He knows.
Talk to her, and he knows her.
What he has going for him is her age.
Mm-hmm.
That's like same thing with you. You're close to my age.
I know I'm old.
No, you're old. No, you are. You're not a spring chicken, and that's what I have in my favor too. Same thing with Robert.
Let's read the super
Coffee
chat.
for you. Thanks a lot for that, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew, for giving. Every week you're giving a super
yes,
chat.
I
Thank you so
appreciate
much for the support. And
So
then,
Frank Ellis
Mhm.
said that Filipino TV American woman are lost cause. Jay, don't ever bring your Filipina to the Matrix. No, well, I have to bring her there. I have to bring her there to meet my family. I have to bring her there for a bunch of other reasons, but it won't be a thing like we're going there to settle down. Like when I go there, I'm still gonna be online. Like me and Kay are not going out there. Oh, you want to go take advantage of the opportunities? That's not happening. When we go out there, we already know what opportunities are gonna be. Everything we're doing now.
we're still gonna be together at home.
We want to be free.
I don't like to go out alone too, because I'm
Kay's scared of America. Kay is.
because I was watching a lot of documentary. It's too much documentary that I'm watching. It's crazy.
Kay, Kay knows all those crazy things that happen. Don't get me wrong. Some crazy things happen here in the Philippines, with all the kidnappings, all the crazy psychos. That stuff mostly happens in the States. It's facts. Woman be out walking up the block, guys. And Kay seen it too. There was a woman walking up the block in Atlanta, right? I snatched her up, killed her around the corner from the house. And she ended up missing. And she's went to work in the morning like a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
In traffic. Guys, she got snatched up in KC stuff like this. And she's like,
No, I watch a lot of documentary and
no, she sees it like, guys.
Somebody give you a super chat over there?
I don't know. Guy, no, this is from earlier. Woman go outside, it could be a guy watching her, oh, she's pretty. Go get her, and then boom. Oh, somebody did right here.
DJ
Be Fit. Just to match my brother Matt. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That's a nice name, DJ.
DJ
Be
Be
Fit.
Fit. Yeah, that's a great name actually. Sounds like a workout channel.
I know. Boys for duty at 64, you should have plenty of experience with women. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Clarence 007, personally, I will never bring a woman back to the USA unless we're both like 60.
I hear you.
Machi Makai, sounds like the mic is amplifying your voice and it makes hard to understand you sometimes. Oh, really?
It
We
probably could
actually,
be.
we're not using microphone right now.
We're not.
We're just using regular sound from the laptop.
No, you know what it is. My voice. I have a mic in my throat. I do.
Jay has a very deep voice.
My voice amplifies, and when I speak, I remember when I used to work. Right, I'd be at work, and I was working at Cablevision,
Change your voice, Jay.
and I would be talking, and I'd be laying all the way back, and they would be like, "Why you sound like you're happy? Like you're smiling, you're standing up when you speak." I said, "No, I sound like that because my voice amplifies. It's so like the deepness that's in my voice is just pushes my."
I cannot remove the microphone; it's inside his throat.
So yeah, it's me. It's me.
Tattoo Gamer said it's clear, and then
I have my
DJ
headphones
you clear to
Well,
me.
DJ Be Fit got the earphones. He got those DJ earphones on.
Yeah.
So he definitely hears me, no problem.
Guys, let us know if the voice is still.
Yeah.
It could be the room. It could be the room because it's
Could be.
maybe need more.
See,
Equipment.
Gary also said, let me see what Gary said. He said, I bought my first wife from the Philippines back in 1999, 2000. And she got a green card and left me. True talk, Robert. Ah, come on, Gary. You're scaring the man. You're scaring the man.
I think he left already. It's your fault, Garrett. I'm joking.
But no, the thing is, it's a taking a gamble. That's really what it is. Life is a gamble.
No, there's a lot of people do that anyway.
Yeah.
So, just be ready. But if you know her already, I'm sure she's not gonna change. Just make sure you let her know.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the best, guys. I already commented for her.
Yeah.
My talk is also.
Level of Madness said my ETA for PH is November. I got 3 months to run them up. Yeah, I hear that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, Tatus, I gave up on the blue pill long ago.
I hear you.
Naran, Harab, Krishna, it sounds good on my phone. Outside, I hear clear. It's good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, they said it could be the room.
Yeah, it could be.
And then Garrett said, I know for a guys that happened to from Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cedric Edwards. When I came here, I stayed away from bar girls. If I wanted that, I could have stayed in the USA.
Yeah. Well, it's more expensive in the USA. It's crazy because in the Philippines, and I talk about it, but in the Philippines, you take a woman home for $60, $40. It'd be like that in Angeles City. It'd be cheaper. It's crazy. I was looking at the prices for some of them bar fines. It's like 40. It's probably done 40 now, but $60, $80. She's yours. Crazy.
JL Mark 01, Jess in the house.
Yes.
Hello, Jess.
What's going on,
Greetings from LA, California, Los Angeles, Tattoo Gamer. I'm a long distance truck driver, traveling all over Europe. But if I came to the Philippines, I would still want to work driving.
Well, those jobs are taken up by Filipinos. You have to have your own contracts if you were to do it. The only way to make money is to have your own contracts, and those are taken up by Filipino companies. Can it work? If you had some, that probably won't work. Probably won't, because Filipinos got it up and they're gonna deliver for way less than you would.
Dallas said, "I'm on the treadmill." Thank you for the super chat.
Yes, thanks for the super chat. Dallas.
We know you are in the treadmill every Sunday and you're listening to us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it, man.
He said he's on the treadmill.
Yeah. And so Voice for Duty said driving the same thing I said. Voice for Duty, Tattoo Gamer. That's gonna be woo. You're not taking Filipinos out of the contract.
You need to have work permit too, right? Unless he's married to a Filipino.
You have to have a work permit. Yeah. It's like, I see people. I see guys. I was watching one guy's channel. He's talking about people that come here without their work permits, and that's the thing. Like, when I came out here. I mean, now I don't worry about anything. Of course, me and Kay, we have businesses, but even though I'm married to Kay, me and Kay are still wanting to get our business licenses and everything, doing business, because we want to do it right. But I'll tell you though, Tattoo Gamer, you're not taking any contracts from Filipinos.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also it's the salary is maybe not enough. But
Yeah.
if you're okay with that,
Hmm. If you're okay with it, and if you're looking to come here and survive,
it's,
don't get me
it's too
wrong.
low though.
Yeah, it's too low. It is too low. I drive long haul over the U.S.
Unless you make a businesses here, like
Or
um,
unless he worked it out and got contracts and hired Filipinos to drive,
yes. I
that
don't know
would
my
be
job. Sorry, my job
different.
is
But then still, I like to be realistic with people. That wouldn't be
if
like
you
that.
have a business, like for example, the popular right now is when you what do you call when you transfer um lipat bahay, like you transfer.
You know what he could do?
Yeah, you can do that.
He
Like
could do a if he did not international. He did long distance. If he gives lower fees, but you would have to go lower. If you gave lower fees on transferring from like island to island for
mhm,
moving halls, because me and Kay was looking it up, right, Kay? We
mhm,
were looking for people to find someone that was cheaper, and
mhm,
they get paid money too. Like to move someone from an island to island, you'll get paid $400, $300, right?
mhm,
So you get paid. Everyone, Filipino companies making money,
mhm,
but and he only had two. Him and another person was doing it.
mhm.
So it was two guys driving a truck, and he made 400 for the trip. And that's like almost like U.S. prices.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
do no. Just need to have a business permit with your
yeah, yeah,
girl
yeah.
or your wife.
So you could do it. You just got to be creative.
It's gonna be your own business.
Mhm.
But if you're gonna apply for a job, it may be not that good enough for the cost of living.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's go to Hillbilly Pyro 2.0. She said, I drove long haul all over the US. And you read that one.
yeah,
Black on Price for Duty with internet connection, of course.
yeah. Hmm.
Hillbilly Pyro said, I plan on bringing everything I need to build a new PC. I wonder if customs will be a problem with all those parts.
Maybe not. Probably won't. They probably won't give you a problem with it.
We're not too sure Hillbilly,
No,
but
no, no. Not if he's as
he's
long as no
bringing
weapons.
parts.
Well, what parts is he bringing?
Parts of the PC.
Well, it's not. I don't think
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
care
yeah.
about that. Yeah, they're not gonna care about that because that's your property that you're bringing.
As no,
If it
Will, did you bring anything like,
no,
because he's IT?
no, if it's in the bag, he'll be fine. Like for
It's
instance,
like bringing
I'll
a
be honest
laptop.
with you. I know a guy that ships bootleg Jordan sneakers from country to country,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to talk about it directly, but I know a guy that does it, and it gets from country to country, even in the Philippines, and stuff gets tearing out. So think about that. They're not gonna go in there and go, oh, even if they see it on the scanners, they're not going through your stuff like that.
But double check it though,
Yeah.
just to make sure.
Yeah.
Garrett Austin, likely first what was at the time, age 20, Matthew Super Chatting things. Make the vote. Sorry.
Yeah, she about
Go
to.
back.
It sounds like she about to choke. She got two frogs in her throat. You bring a girl back here, she's gonna leave you to San Diego. Oh man, parents. Well, that's not true. It depends on. I can't call it, so I can't say anything about that. To be honest with you, because it can happen. It can happen. It cannot happen. It's just, do you feel lucky? You know, and so you bring a girl back here, and she's 20 years younger than you. Especially, she's gonna leave you, move to San Diego. Well, in Robert's case, right? In Robert's case, she's in her 40s, and she's probably at the state where she's past her prime. So she's really just probably looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
And should he take the chance? Would I probably wouldn't do it, but if he's met her before and knows her, yeah. If he doesn't know her, I don't know. But does he want to take the chance? Something maybe he can't. Maybe he can't do what a lot of guys can do. A lot of guys will make sure they'll go take a trip for a month, 2 months, see the girl, leave, go back home, come back again for a month, 2 months, see the girl, go back home. That's what happened with Kim Lib. He did it, and then he married her.
But
Married her
but
now.
there's a
United
lot of
States.
successful
There's a
fiancé
lot.
visa though.
I know there's a lot of
Mhm.
successful. I know a lot of people that are
So if you know
successful.
your girl, just you know.
So, you know, don't let me, don't ask me a question and then not be with your girl because of that.
Yeah.
you know. So I can't be the bearer of bad news for that.
Yeah. Tattoo gamer said, I've been in the same career for over 24 years. I don't know anything else but driving.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have some savings, do the business na lang. Because here, the job, it may be not enough.
Hmm.
The salary may not be big enough. So do a business. And if you said that you have that in for a long time, you can do Grab here, but I don't know if it's enough. Grab pays good too, but
You,
since
you could do it.
yeah, or
You
just
could
do the
grab.
business, yeah, transferring, ano to, what do you call that?
Grab is getting paid now.
Houses,
How
I
much you
don't,
pay for that grab?
it's too expensive. Oh my
You
gosh.
will make bank in the Philippines with grab. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Me and
Seven,
Kit 700.
yeah,
700. How we was 40 minutes, right?
yeah.
Yeah, me and Kit took a 40 minute
Or
ride.
almost 800.
800 pesos.
And
And
it's the guy said whenever it's raining, that's the best time to go around to work because it's traffic and then the fare is getting higher,
hmm
even though it's the same, it's not the same distance, but even it's traffic, it's the fare is getting higher and higher. So that's the time he worked during rainy season.
yeah, just when you if you do that here, depending on what part you are, learn Tagalog or learn that language,
Hmm.
whatever you're gonna be doing to grab at. But you probably could do it if you know the language.
Hmm.
If you know the language, get whatever license you need to get, permit. Apply for it. I'm sure they're probably gonna accept you, even though you're foreign. They may accept you. Grab and say, okay, no problem, and then you'll be in there.
So
Do a grab. Yeah,
Hillbilly said I miss driving truck. Tato Gamer, once you drive in a war zone, you can drive anywhere.
I heard that.
Hillbilly said, I went from truck driving to a correction officer, high stress job, but I wanted a family that's hard to have driving.
Yeah,
And then,
Malik
hello,
Wallace.
Malik Kweli, thank you for being a member.
Atlanta is hot. Fed's hot. Sure is.
What happened with Hayes?
Hmm.
Murphy Hayes said, you bring a girl to the U.S. governmental school or school of law, she's entitled to, and her right to property right all over, and not to mention what she will learn from other Filipino Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well,
maybe it depends. Because I know a lot of Filipina that went to US and they're still the same. So it's depends. But I'm a Filipino. Of course, I gotta defend
yeah.
Filipina. So
Well, no,
yeah,
I'm not defending. He's got to take a chance. That's what I said. It's a chance because,
yeah.
like me, I know Kay's mind. I know her mind. She she know how I am. It's not even going to be, oh, I'm going to this person's house. That's not happening. But it depends with guys. Guys accept. They accept. Yeah.
Levels of Bada said, do they snatch up old 260-pound fat guys walking down the street too? There is a lot of snatching up to do.
What do you mean snatching up?
Did they snatch up old 260-pound fat guys all walking down the street too? Because you mentioned about
Yeah,
that is a lot of snatching up to do. That's funny.
they get snatched up too. Yeah,
Maybe it's not only one person who was snatching. It's maybe like three person who snatched.
yeah.
Tattoo gamer, I've seen videos of the traffic in the Philippines. This looks fun. Try driving around Paris when you are 50 feet long, 40 tones,
Hmm.
18 wheels surrounded by the French people. Force for duty, where are you at? Where are you at, JNK? We're currently in Quezon City.
Hmm.
And we'll be here until Sunday, guys.
Yeah.
So if you guys here in Manila, if you want to meet us, well, meet us, you can email Jay
Hmm.
and we can, meet you. But we'll be here until Sunday. We're going home on Sunday. Hillbilly said, Rem Jungle Wang Wot is real. Protect yourself.
Mm.
Frank Alice, the Black Filipino TV. Just remember, this guy's America corrupts.
Oh yeah, I know. I know.
And then on the treadmill, take that on the treadmill, baby.
Yeah, I know. I know it does. And you know, he, he has to go. This man, he has to learn. Cause like I know now. Like I know now. Kay's ready. I can bring her. I ain't got nothing to worry about. But he doesn't know her, and Can't bring anybody into the beast like that.
He doesn't know because he doesn't give all the information. He just said,
Yeah, no, he did.
yeah. So maybe they know each other. He doesn't know. That's why you left, Robert. Come
Yeah,
back
he
so
left.
we
Yeah.
will know.
Hey, to the party. So what's going on, Sergio? How you doing, man? How you doing? Getting fin for clandestines is BS in the UK. I don't know what that is. What clandestines is getting fined for clandestines. Okay.
I love your nose. He's talking about you, Jay. Your nose is too close.
Mm.
What are you talking about, Gus? The gummy bear? Is it no Jay's nose? Oh
Well, my
my
nose
no.
is huge.
I know. He's so close. Babe. Move the camera a little bit far.
No,
I'm
my nose is
joking. I'm
huge.
joking. Hello, Gums, the
So I
gummy
was trying to say,
bear.
when I was in the Dominican Republic, the fat chicks cost 15 to 20. The rest of the girls were like 40 to 80. Oh man, Clarence is so wrong.
So you're in the house and going to now join K Dallas and the treadmill for exercise. Go ahead, Garrett. Well,
Yeah.
listening. You know, Billy said there you could do well by owning the tracks and sending them out.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. Fact checks on Clarence.
It's like that. It's like that all over the world. They, I mean, what they expect, you're not in shape, you go on Clarence.
Dari said, you're talking about logistic brokers, which I'm sure is lack of tide in the
It
Philippines.
is.
Most likely political and relationship driven
Yes.
longevity,
And,
etc.
and that's what I'm saying, Dari. That's what I'm trying to explain. I don't want to kill anyone's dreams, but I'm like, they're not those kind. I'm like those kind. That's but that's why I said you can do something with moving.
Mm-hmm.
You can do like he just tap into other things.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
those logistic stuff that he was saying, because usually truck driving, like you said, logistic brokers, he's not cutting those guys' pocket. He got to get
Mm-hmm.
creative if he wants to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can do Grab. Maybe you can do, delivering, like deliveries for moving stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But logistic stuff, no, that's not gonna happen. You're talking about yep. And so Hillbilly Pyro 2.0. And so Hillbilly on. I want some Jordan ones. 100 push-ups will suffice. I wouldn't drive trucks in other countries but Canada. The laws are different. Yeah. Philippines though. Philippines is sort of like U.S. The laws are like U.S. when it comes to traffic. Actually, they don't really beef on anything in the Philippines. Philippines, like, there's no driving laws. That's how it is. A lot of you guys know. That's what you guys say. Oh, Philippines driving is fun. Is crazy. Yeah, there's driving laws, but there's really not. And so, Jay, I want not. I would
Choose a
want
girl
not
in
choose a
20,
girl
yeah.
that's 20 years old. Yeah,
That's him, Robert. Robert,
yeah,
you're back, so let us know, Robert. Have you meet this girl? Or
yeah. What
oh,
happened?
let us know.
Jay, she's been here in the
She's
States
lost.
before. We have a good relationship and very mature. She knows what she wants. Oh, she's been there before.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's a little different.
Okay, that's good to know.
Okay, so that means she can go there on her own. Probably.
Ah,
Okay,
okay.
that's a little different.
Yeah.
That's different.
All right.
Well, I guess if you want to take a chance, go for it. She's already been there. And so, I
Yeah,
hate
there's
this.
something again.
What happened?
I hate this myself.
What happened? I,
Hi, Roy. Hi, Roy. Roy is here. Remember Roy?
yeah.
Papa.
Oh,
Roy
what
is
did you
here.
do?
Hi,
What did you
Kay.
do, Garrett?
Garrett,
Garrett, what
I
did you
see
do,
you guys in
Garrett?
October.
So,
No,
Jay,
he
she's
know
been.
how to return it, so it's fine.
Okay.
He already,
Have a good day.
Bye,
Have a good one,
Billy.
Billy.
Have a
Have a
nice
good one, man.
day.
And Roy, what's going on, brother? Hi, Jay and Kate. Got my ticket to see you guys in October. Yeah, see you, man.
We'll be
See you
in
soon.
Manila.
We'll be out here.
Nihan said Philippine women are faithful, kind, loving. They for the most part won't do you wrong. Cook clean, they have good upbringing, even though poor.
Mm-hmm. Very true. And so let me see. Mo Williams said a 70-year-old dude in a relationship with a 20-year-old girl is just creepy. I mean, he is older than her parents. It happened. It's like old. Mo Williams, it was like that before in the States. It was like that before. But Philippines is like the old. But don't get me wrong though. In the Philippines, most Filipinos are with women their age. I'll be honest. That's how it is. Most, but yeah, sometimes you find older guys with younger women, and no one looks at it crazy. You know, people still talk about it. It's still just like it is in the West. Some people may look down on it, but for the most part, they don't. So, Franco said, I love the Phils in Thailand. The Phils wins because of the people, their visa policy. Speaking of Thailand is mainly the food and their visa policy sucks. Yeah, I like the Thailand infrastructure a lot, and the way it feels when you're there. But other than that, though, because I didn't speak Thai, so I couldn't speak to anyone, so I didn't feel at home.
Mhm.
That was just me. The voice said me, she stays home. Nihan speaking real truth, Charlie's all that. Also discussing that in the bed, so I can start a project and more.
Good night,
Yeah, have a good
Will.
one, Will. I know how it is, man.
Down sa Gawir Frank, I am tired of the comparison, but I will take Philippines over anywhere 10 times out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then Will said, always a pleasure watching and listening for your discussion topics. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you, Will.
Yeah,
Thank
have a
you
good
for
one,
dropping
Will.
by.
Have a good night. He probably left a while ago. That was 6 minutes ago.
Okay.
So
We're
he's been
still
gone.
close, though. We're
Yeah, we're
still,
still
at least we're
close.
not so far, like
Yeah,
1 hour away.
yeah.
So your Wendell observed, for the most part, I noticed the Filipinos in the danger zone, 27 to 35, are less risky than the younger ones. But of course, there are exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Gangsta, where do you lead now from level of madness? You are more than welcome here. Okay, you guys talk about OZ, I would worry more about the family influence on the PH ladies.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Mississippi now from Gangsta Governor.
Okay.
Nihan said, I love the positivity in here. Thank you, Nihan.
Yeah,
Where are you
thanks,
from,
thanks.
Nihan?
Nihan is from I don't know, I can't tell.
Yeah. Mhm.
Krishna. What's Krishna? The Black Refugee, I'll tell you. The main problem with the DR is too close to America.
Mm.
Well, I think the whole world understands America now. The whole world is Americanized somewhat. That's facts. Even the Philippines, they're Americanized somehow.
And then Gamsa said, I was a mariner and travel all over the world. You can tell me squat about where I love. And then I'll skip you guys talking to each other. Tourism is a good out there in the PH.
Tourism is good.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course it is.
Especially now,
Mm-hmm.
Nihan, everything mostly open. Today we went to the mall. Oh my gosh, a lot of people in the mall today.
So,
Crazy.
shouts out to Sis Mitch. Sis Mitch, are you still blown up or is the baby
No,
delivered?
delivered.
Delivered?
Congratulations.
Oh, I didn't see the
Let's
pictures.
congratulate Mitch Moran.
She got pictures of the baby on the thing?
No, I don't think she want to show
She
it.
probably don't want to show it, yeah. But
Guys,
the
if you
baby.
want to know, I don't know if she blogged it already. You
Yeah.
can visit Mitch Morena. She's one of the example
She's
of
an example.
a Filipina that go to the US
For years.
by I think it's fiance, right?
I don't know if
She's
it's
you got married
It was,
in.
I don't know if it was marriage or
I think
fiance.
she left using fiance visa,
Yeah,
or
probably.
maybe already married here before. I think fiance visa and they get married there. I forgot this Mitch. Oh my gosh, I forgot.
But her husband put the work in though,
Mhm.
because he's been in the Philippines. He's been coming back and
I
forth.
think it's a fiance visa.
Yeah.
And then now they're still happily married, and the guy
Yeah.
is the husband is a truck
Truck
driver
driver, yeah.
too. They're happily married. They have a kid, and they're still together for almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think more than
it's
longer
before
than that.
pandemic. I think before she left before pandemic, earlier pandemic. So they're still together,
So
happily married.
make no mistake, USA is still where everyone is trying to come. Very true. Very true. And what's happening now though is guys want to get out. I love the US. I would never ever talk bad about it. Only thing I talk about is the bad things that happen there and the situations that happen there. You
Mhm.
guys already know. And so, where does your money last longer? Thailand or the Philippines? Wow. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna be honest. It probably would last longer than Thailand.
Mhm.
and that's facts.
And the currency exchange in Thailand is $1 is
No,
almost 33
I'll
baht.
tell you, and I'm
Okay.
honest. I'm okay. So just because the Philippines, and I realized in Thailand was with the food, right? All the food that you like I like to eat a lot of broccoli,
Mhm.
right? And when I went to the store one time, and I got three big heads of broccoli for like $1. It was like three big florets of broccoli for $1, and I think it was a little less than $1.
It's not $1. It's, yeah, 25 pesos. One.
Yeah.
One floret is 25 pesos. Or
So
25 baht. So it's like less than $1.
yeah, so I'm saying I got three
And only
for
one.
$1.
Only is 25.
Yeah, I know. I got three. And
Thank you for the
thanks for
super
the super chat.
chat.
Who's that?
Malik
Nick
Wali.
Wali. Thanks for the super chat.
You guys
You
are.
guys, my inspiration. I want what you guys have, but I can't. If I can't find it over there, I'm just gonna be alone. I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear
Don't be a
you.
sugar dad. Don't be
Yeah,
a sugar
he,
baby. I'm joking.
he's gonna be a hoe. He said it. And so, Roy, thanks for the super chat,
Why,
Roy.
thank you.
And
Say something,
I
Roy.
lost
Thank you
my,
so much.
I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh
No,
yeah, yeah.
in the US, in the
Um,
Thailand is better
when I
when it
was
comes to
there,
money.
first I was mistaken. First I thought it was more expensive, right?
Mhm.
And then when I started seeing things, when I stayed there for like a good month, and I was buying food, and I was going to get chicken, and I was going to get rice, I was going to get different things, and I seen the prices of everything out there, and I said, man, it's really cheap here.
Mhm.
And
I
then
was keep telling Jay. Jay doesn't
yeah,
believe
I
me.
didn't
I say,
believe, I
babe,
didn't
when
see it.
I go shopping here, grocery
Yeah, I
every
seen it.
15 days
I
or
didn't
sometimes.
I didn't see what she was talking about because I'm coming from the US and I was in the Philippines. But then when I was staying there, and then I started realizing the prices of stuff, like for like this place here, right? Like this place here. Um,
This is only
this
24
would
square
be 24
meters.
square meters. It would be
One
like
bedroom already.
it's a one bedroom, right? In Thailand, it would be probably cheaper than this place here. This place would be and bigger. It would
Mhm.
probably be like 35, 40 square
For
meters.
example, you rent
Yeah.
this, guys. You rent this. I see online. You can rent this place for 11,000, 12,000, 15,000. It's actually not
Hmm.
that higher because it's a deep Quezon City. But anyway, in Thailand, this place, this is the same size of the place I'm staying
It
in
is.
Thailand,
It's
and
by
I'm paying
itself.
3,500. But it's not it's not a condo. It's an apartment building. But I don't have an aircon,
But
so it's
but still,
3,500 monthly.
she paid 3,500.
But 300, yeah.
I can't really. That's not a good example. You want to know
Mhm.
why? Because I compare that to something in the province, and in the
Mhm.
Philippines province, you get some cheap stuff.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like a toss up when it comes to like the living things,
The
right?
room in Thailand is bigger. That's
But
all
the
I can say.
food,
The room is bigger.
the room is bigger, but still, in some cases you may not care about that. But I say as far as the food, yeah, man, your money goes so much farther.
The only thing I don't like in Thailand is if you go to a tourist destination, sometimes if
Oh,
you're
I
a
hate that.
foreigner, you're farang, they call foreigner farang there. If they're a foreigner, they charge more. And
Mhm.
then if it's local, here in the Philippines, sometimes like that, but sometimes not.
And they're
But
so
there it's too
cold hearted.
much. It's too much
And the
sometimes.
people are cold hearted. You know how in the Philippines that
Mhm.
thing happened with the taxis guys, right? What they would do at the airport in the Philippines, in Thailand. I was out there with Cass when we were staying for a month, right? The guy didn't want to take us somewhere, so he stopped the grab and canceled it.
Yeah, Uber.
The Uber, and he canceled the Uber, and the people there are way more colder than the Philippines.
Now the reason is sorry to
No,
cut you
no,
off.
no, no.
No, because this is what happened, guys. You know, in Uber, if you always cancel your trip and somebody give you bad review,
Hmm.
you cannot see the destination until you accept it. So that's what happened. We ride at Uber, and then the person accepted when we already riding, like, and then he saw that our destination is very far because from Bangkok going to Nantabo, we were going to Nantabo. I don't know if you guys, if you've been to Thailand, you will know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's a little bit far. And then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, you canceled it." I was like, "No, we didn't cancel it because we're already sitting down here. Why we need to cancel it? And we're waiting for you."
and then something happened. It wasn't only that situation.
I told him you're so bad in Thai
Yeah, yeah.
because I speak Thai. I said, "Man, Baby Makli," I said, very, very bad. You're very, very bad. I was so upset. And then we
Hmm.
go down with, and then we ride another Grab, another
Yeah.
Uber.
And then it happened twice, right? It happened twice. It was 3 times. With cabs and Ubers.
Yeah, that's the
It
only
kept
thing. They don't
happening.
speak English too. So sometimes whatever you say, they gotta, oh, I don't understand you. No English, no English.
We need
That's
to
the
talk
only
about
thing. In the
that.
Philippines,
Yeah.
they can understand, most of the taxi driver can understand English, so you can, say something.
Yeah.
But just be careful there too,
And
guys.
also too, with Thailand, because the Philippines has this bad situations that can happen,
Mm-hmm.
but in Thailand, I don't know, it's like more doggy dog. Like girls can be going to a club, get drunk, and end up kidnapped somewhere and be somewhere in Cambodia.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that happens out there.
I know.
Stuff like that don't happen like that in the Philippines like that. It can happen where girls can get something can happen, but girls end up in Thailand. You guys know, they end up in sex slavery,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, man, I just was in the club having a good time. Now they're sex slaves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, let's go back to the
Yeah,
comment section, guys. All right. That's only one question, and
yeah, I
we
know. We turn this to
30
something
minutes
else.
answer. I hope we
Yeah.
answer the question. Maybe not. Just kidding.
And so Frank Ellis, let me go down to Frank Ellis. Mo Williams and Nicole Smith is in love with money. Most good to check it out. Mo Williams, guys talking back and forth.
It's
When
Nichols.
is when he last number? So we read that one. And then so Frank Ellis said the black Filipino TV, I won't date a Filipino under 25. It's a maturity thing. My preference is women between 25 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that.
The two gamers say much love to you and your family. Your child pleasure chatting with you. Thank you to two
Thanks a lot,
gamer.
Tattoo
I
Gamer.
hope you're able to find what kind of business you want to work here when
Hmm.
you visit the Philippines.
And
He's
so
from
Miss
Louisiana.
Marina said yes, it was a fiance visa.
See?
Yeah,
So guys, Mitch Morena is the best example. I'm saying Filipino was not gonna change just because they're in the US.
yeah.
And she's still the same.
Hmm.
And she's still together. They're still together right now for
She
almost.
still said the only difference is now she's rocking Gucci bags. Nah, joking. Joking.
Congratulations, sis, for
Yeah,
having a
baby. Yeah,
baby.
yeah. And so
Your
Robert said
surprise
I'm retired.
husband. Also, Nihan is in Louisiana between Houston and New
Okay.
Orleans. Oh, he's a retired. I'm
Hmm.
retired, Jay. Okay. Levels of mass being together during pandemic doesn't count. Pandemic made people stay together. They were on lockdown. No level of madness. Actually, before pandemic. Are you talking about the ano? It's before pandemic, like at least I think 2 years or 1 year before pandemic, she left the Philippines.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And because yeah, actually I remember Sis Mitch, the husband is driving the truck and then she's also with him
Yeah, I
together.
know.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Like she really like she after she flew, they're working together.
Yeah, they're
She's
working
always
together.
together with the husband. The husband is driving and she just stay with the husband the whole
No,
time.
no, because he
She's
was
very supportive.
it was support because he was probably feeling lonely in the road too.
Yeah,
So that
and
was support. Yeah.
and she blog it. So guys, if you wanna visit, you can visit Mitch Moran and you can see some of her, adventure.
Kuya Joey Official, what's going on? He said K&J. Ang favorite
Wow.
kong
Sana all.
mag-asawa sa YouTube. Kumusta?
What is that? What
Na
did he say?
kayo?
What did he say?
No nose bleeding for me.
You don't know what's asawa is?
Yeah, of course,
Mag-asawa.
wife. Yeah,
Husband and wife.
husband and wife. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you.
K&J. Okay. So a lot of family in New Orleans and a big Saints fan. Okay. You can travel tons cheaper within Philippines and Thailand. There's nothing as cheap as a jeepney in Thailand to travel so far. Yeah.
Nihan said, I have a home in the Philippines with my girlfriend for
Mm-hmm.
800 USD. Just got fixed up. Okay.
You know that.
We're sneaking
Dante
in.
Ellis, what's going on?
Hello. Dante Ellis was the new movie. Okay. We just watched The Orphan, guys, today.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but.
Oh, where's your buy me a coffee link? Okay, I'll share it right now.
JJB Faith, it's coming. Stay with us. Okay. You can also, if you want, you can also check some of the videos, the regular videos on the description. It's there too. Mihan said, yeah, culture is cool in Louisiana, Garrett. Food, but I've been here first for 31 years. I traveled to New York, Texas, East Coast, and Florida. Just scary with the gun violence and not my thing. Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Robert Wilfield, I understand very much what you guys. Oh, somebody's giving a super chat. That's Malik, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Robert, I understand very much what you guys trying to tell me. I will be okay. Life is a gambling.
Yeah, it is.
Gambling. You want no.
See, but you trying, keep trying,
You're
yeah.
trying, yeah.
So you try it. Yep, that's how it is. Like that's like what's the name with Kay? Um, I said, do I really want to do this long distance relationship thing? I never did it before.
Yeah, I never
Never
did it.
ever. I was gonna break up with her because of it. I said, nah, I might as well try it. I might as well, and then it worked out. Imagine I didn't try it.
Now, why
I would
did
be here
you?
talking with you guys right now.
What's the reason why you try it? Because I say something.
Well, yeah, that's what it was. But no, it wasn't just that too. When you said something, it made me realize too.
Yeah,
It did, yeah.
yeah, I thought Jay, if next time, but anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
we told the story already
Yeah, we told the story already, yeah.
for a lot of times.
You know, the way she spoke up and then it felt it came across in an intelligent way. And not just intelligent, it wasn't really intelligent. It was that, okay, she speaks English very well.
No, Jay got hard after. I'm
No.
joking. I'm joking.
Yeah.
All right. Mo said yes would be perfect if that all.
And so maintaining paying
Okay,
bills and
yes.
working, yeah. And so
Kuya,
Cancer
Mo,
Gabriel said, as hyped as healthcare or medical facilities are in Thailand over the Philippines, I feel much more safe in Philippines because I feel like the people would actually care about me. Well, it was crazy. I was looking at a video of a guy who was in Thailand and he they didn't diagnose his problem. The guy was like one of those guys that believe in like a witch doctor type dude, right? It happened in Thailand. And I'm sure this wouldn't happen in a major facility, right? But it happened. And then he didn't get diagnosed correctly. So he came to the Philippines, he had a problem. And then so the lady said, well, did they check your MRI? Did they do an MRI? He said, no. He went to Philippines. Filipino is a good nurse. He met a nurse. He said, well, the first thing you're supposed to do is get an MRI check, right? And it's true because the first thing when I had the mini strokes, right? I went to a regular clinic out here in the Philippines. They didn't do an MRI, but the first thing they said though is you need to do an MRI. He did say that. He says you need to do an MRI, and I didn't do it at the time. But when I went to the hospital,
it was CT
I got
scan
MRI.
first,
I got
but
CT
they
scan.
cannot see what's going on. They just see a very like blurry, so that's why they do MRI for the deep.
Yeah. Then I did an MRI, and then they found it.
And then Kuya Joey official said, we just made the last payment or a brand new house in Davao. We decided,
Congratulations.
and they finished building it last night. My wife's mom will leave it for now. Congratulations, Kuya Joey, for your new house. Maintaining paying bills and working from Malik Valley. Gangsta is here. Sorry, I missed her say. Okay. The right case, she's looking for love. Okay, that's good to know, Robert. And I wish you guys the best. Even it's I know the age range is too far. It's still not really far because she's already 43, so she's already mature. He said, yeah, both countries have skin tax. You see the banks along where comment? Okay. You want me to keep reading?
Which one you read just
I
now?
was Gangsa Gummy Bear now.
Okay.
The one that as hype as healthcare. That's the one?
I don't know. Just read it.
Alright. Gangsa Gummy Bear as hype as healthcare or medical facilities are in Thailand over Philippines, I would feel much more safe in the Philippines because I feel like the people would actually care about me. And also
You got that already.
you did?
Didn't you read it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, you're next now. This is the one you post in the Roy.
Mm-hmm.
With that Roy, that's Roy.
I got read it.
Hi guys, very excited for our future. I have my ticket for October ready to go. Have big dream with talk about it over dinner or lunch or breakfast or all three. Love you guys. Yeah, we cannot do breakfast because
Yeah,
we wake
sure.
up late. Maybe dinner.
Yeah, probably dinner.
Thank you, Roy. Gangsta, if I had a heart attack in public, I feel like no one would help me out in public in Thailand. But in Philippines, the medical facilities may not be as good, but I know I would be good.
And that's true. And it's crazy. That's true. And I believe that too. I believe that too. Now I believe people would say something in Thailand, but they wouldn't know how to respond to you because you were speaking English. So that's somewhere right.
Yeah, I know somebody happened in Thai doesn't
And
understand.
people do tend to care more in the Philippines. Filipinos just have big hearts. they can't help it. So you
Mhm.
probably would get better help there. Yeah.
Aim all school typing slow, bro. And then guys spend a lot of time in New York and live in Florida. Don't know Texas. I carry a gun legally and did armed security overnight. Prior military and love guns.
It's not the guns, it's who's carrying a gun.
Okay. Malik said, "You ran off on the plug over here. You can get kidnapped in the state, much less overseas." Nihan said, "Bible, man must leave his parents and go with his woman."
Hmm.
So, yeah. Mhm. Yoga, great info, happy vibes. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Gansagami Bear, levels of, you guys talk to each other.
Hmm.
Go to Nihan. Yeah, okay, you guys saw him. DJ Bfit said, "Can a brother rent out properties and Airbnb them in the Philippines?"
Can you rent out properties and Airbnb them?
It
No.
was in the US,
Yeah,
but
in the
not.
U.S. you can
I
do it,
don't
not
think in
here.
the Philippines it's
They're not
possible.
gonna allow that to
Maybe
happen.
we're not sure with Mount, right?
I don't know. Maybe you can, but see, in the Philippines, places are so cheap. Like you can find places in some areas that are what 2 million pesos, which is 40,000. So you can just buy it and rent it out.
That's gonna be our next vlog, guys.
Yeah,
But let us talk about it.
yeah.
Jay, we're gonna talk about
I'm
it.
not talking about it.
No. We're gonna talk about that in the vlog
Yeah.
because that's gonna be in the vlog. But I don't think the rent is not possible here. We check online, right? You can do
Hmm.
it in the US, but here we're not really sure.
Yeah, I've watched Bullet Train. Kay never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dante, there's a new movie.
No, no, no.
You should watch Bullet Train. It's good.
Oh
You
no,
didn't watch
Bullet
it?
Train is an old movie.
I don't like old movies.
If you that's what you're talking about, I'm not sure.
Bullet Train. Okay.
Hmm.
Yoga. I'm going to Phuket to kickbox next month. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Gangsta Gummy Bear said, "People always talk about how much people stare at you in the Philippines. So at least I know I'm noticed. But Thailand, no one notices you. So who is going to help you if you have a heart attack in public?"
I'm sure people would try to help, but you would get more help in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's just facts. This is how Filipinos are.
I'm not too sure about that, but they're also nice there.
I know. That's what I said. That's
Thailand,
what I said.
yeah.
You get help. Yeah, people are
Only
nice.
thing is, if you're like, "I'm going to have a heart attack," you need heart. They
Yeah.
need to explain more. But in the Philippines, especially if there's some people that doesn't really speak English there, so you cannot, heart. You need to like demonstrate, and you're already
They're
having
gonna
a heart
say,
attack.
they're gonna say, American charge $5 per cup. $5 American dollar. No, I'm joking.
But there's some part like they're actually improving their English now, and there's some
Yeah.
college students
I remember
really
when I
good
was
in
there,
speaking English there.
I had some younger kids that were talking to me. They were happy. Oh, he was talking to me when we was at the mall. He kept talking to me, the kid.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting down. He was waiting to go into the event, and the kid kept talking to us.
Ah, yeah.
So it's some people that can talk.
Yoga, congrats on your new life. I think that's for Mitch Morena. Nihan, they want me to eat balot. Haha, it's a duck embryo in the egg.
Yeah, I tried it. I would never do it again. I don't know what I was thinking when I ate it. And so Yoga said legal weed in the Philippines, probably not ever. Thailand, yes. Thailand, yes. For people that want to do that, but Philippines, I don't think they're gonna do
Never honest, you had a heart attack. I told you, stay away from the balut.
that. Yeah.
I'm Madman. Welcome to the chat. Going to be in Cebu for a month. Should I get a lawyer or retainer? On retainer and health insurance, then plan on getting into trouble.
Well, I would say don't worry about the lawyer. I don't think you need that. But in health insurance, yeah, I think you should get that. If anything, if you have problems now, if you're only gonna for a month, I would say get the travel insurance. And get the travel insurance, or get a health insurance plan that's international. I forgot it's something called Philippines insurance you can get. They
Mhm.
even have prepaid insurance you can get while you're here. But if you get the travel insurance, they'll you go to the hospital and then you have to pay for it out of pocket though, and then they'll reimburse you later.
Mhm.
So yeah, do that.
Yoga said, "Okay, Thailand has weed now. I know that's crazy.
Thailand has what?
Weed.
Yeah,
Robert
yeah.
Wilford said, Kay, I have a question to ask you. Do older Filipino have relationship with a younger girl, 20 and 22 years old? Yes,
Yes.
Robert. I know a lot of
Yeah, a lot of guys
people
do
who
that.
has a relationship with
They
a
don't.
younger Filipina.
They don't look down on you guys.
But only thing, I don't know, when if it's too old, I feel like it's different. People look different if it's foreigner and younger Filipina than older Filipino with a younger Filipina. Maybe it's me
Nah,
only.
it's probably you because I seen a guy it's
It's
like nothing.
it like
Maybe people
it
didn't
looks
recognize, but
okay
I
for
did.
me, I
I
think.
recognize. I think people didn't recognize. I recognize. I was like, he's hitting that. Seriously, I knew. I said,
For me, I feel like it's a little bit off if the guy is too old from the
yeah.
girl in the Philippines, but if the guy is a foreigner and it's a younger Filipina, I feel like it's maybe I used to it already. It seems okay, but there's a lot of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gangsta Gummy Bear putting down Chava and country two things, sir. Nihan, Thailand has a Lundgren's weed, original grown there. I'm glad they lost ink strict with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Frank Ellis. He said the Black Filipinos. I want you to read that one. The people don't realize how big speaking English is. It's a huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge. Jay is Jay is yawning. Why? From
Oh,
KD experience.
no, it's late. It's 1:42.
I'm
Bullet
joking.
Train is a new movie with Brad Pitt in it. I saw it last night. Okay, I didn't see that yet.
Oh really? Oh, Moses Cortez. What about Thailand in the countryside? Are there good people there? Yes, Moses. I live in Ayutthaya. It's not really a countryside, but it's not the that's the old city, so it's fine. I stay in Ayutthaya before, and people seems okay. It seems nice for me as I observe. I stay there for 4 years. I worked there for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then Derek MB, hey J and K, I'm kind of busy in the stock market. I've been kind of busy in the stock market. Haven't been able to watch you guys. Hey Jay, do some research on AMC stocks. I'm sure you will definitely will want to buy some shares.
Well, I'll take a look
AMC
at that.
stocks. Derek would feel bad you didn't watch it. You're kind of busy, Just kidding. Thank you so much for dropping by, Derek. Thank me later, Jay. As he said, with a dollar money in the mouth. Gangsta Gamabe, I'm not really talking about ability to comprehend or communicate in English. I'm talking about will the people there have the humanity to be open to get you the help you need. Okay. Because we're
Yeah, they
talking,
will. No, they will.
yeah, some people there in Thailand, they do, but I'm
Yeah,
not really sure because I never get. But they're still helpful.
yeah, they are.
Remember the event when there's a tsunami?
Mm-hmm.
They're helping some people too
Yeah, I remember.
in Phuket. But I understand what you're saying, Gang Sagami, bro. There's a lot of very helpful Filipino. They're really hospitable. They're really gonna help you if they see something happen to you. They're gonna do something. They're not just gonna stare. They're just gonna do something. You are starting to look alike. Okay. I know. Thank you so much, Ling, for that comparison. Yes, buy some share before this quiz. Hello, guys. Aram Andu. Hello, Aram. Welcome to the chat.
Yes.
Let me see. Look alike already.
No, not
Actually,
really.
this is K and this is J. Change face. All right. Wow. I'm surprised we finished the chat today.
Yeah, no.
Also, Google Amazon shares too. Okay.
Okay.
What's AMC?
AMC's the movie theater.
No, AMC. That's AMC shares.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll show you right now.
All right. Yes, buy some share with before
It's
the
AMC theaters.
Isaiah said, yes, buy some share before the quiz.
Yeah.
Yes, we finished. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy, guys.
So
We're
let me
able to
see
finish
here.
the chat.
Garrett said, thinks should I go to Vietnam or Thailand first to expand
Thailand.
my my first travel to both. Vietnam gives me back at quick access. Cambodia and Laos, right? I think it's
Where,
They
Vietnam?
say yeah, it gives you quick access to Cambodia and Laos, and also Thailand. You can go to a bunch of countries too in
Yeah, this
Thailand.
is Thailand, guys. This is Thailand, Cambodia, and then Vietnam. This is Thailand again. Laos is here. Laos.
Yeah,
I went to
Thailand gives
Laos,
you access
Laos
to those.
before because I need to show up and process my work permit. So I went there from I don't know if it's in south. I think Lao is in south. I don't know. I'm not sure in the map, but this is Thailand. This is Lao. This is Cambodia. This is Vietnam. And then this is Malaysia here. So everything is connected to Thailand. So once you go to Thailand, you can go to Malaysia. You can go to Singapore from Malaysia, go to Singapore, buy a bus and buy a train to Thailand to Malaysia. We didn't try that yet because sometimes they said it's not, there's some part of Thailand that's not safe. I forgot the name, but if you guys know, just comment down below. So when you travel in train, but you can travel actually. There's a lot of places you can visit if you're in Thailand because it's all connected.
You want to get really crazy, you can go all the way to India, or you can go to China. You can go to China. Go to China.
Oh really? Laos speak Thai also. Okay. Actually, I know there. I don't know. I don't like Laos. It's too small and it's not really like it's like in the Philippines, and their money there is super big. Like for example, you have 100 baht. It's gonna be like 10,000, 10,000 kip. I think it's kip. I forgot the currency in Thailand. I think it's kip, and it's the currency is higher. So if you feel like you're a millionaire,
Mhm.
if you have 1,000 baht, it may be like I don't know. I
One
forgot.
million kid?
When we it's so high, I was like, actually, I saved the currency, but I don't know. I think I also give it to my mother or to when I go back to the Philippines, I save it for just our remembrance. But yeah, let's see the other comment here. Garrett, is if that area is where you want to go first, I will admittedly say go to Thailand first. It is central to everything there.
Yeah,
One of
it
the
is.
reasons Thailand tourism industry is so big. I agree, Gangsta Gummy Bear. Everything is there. Go to Thailand from K Dallas. Yes, go to Thailand because everything is connected.
Yeah.
Philippines is not connected to Thailand. You need to really ride a plane. But if you're in Thailand, you can travel by land, which is the good
Yeah,
thing.
you can.
We actually want to try when we travel before. We want to try to travel from Thailand to Cambodia and then go to Vietnam. But we have a ticket already flying to Singapore, and our time is not enough. So we just go to Krabi and then flew to Singapore. And we have no time to ride, we call this train that time because it's gonna take a lot of time. And we that time I also work with Jay at night. In the morning we go around, we work at night. It's crazy. It's like I hope one time we're gonna travel without working, just travel and go around. But it's fine because no work, no pay. No work, no pay. Nihan said it's all about it's thanks Queen K. Wait lang guys, I'm gonna read it. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate it. We hit all huge trouble now. Yes, and a lot of people here really give advices to guys. So just stay in the chat and read their comment. They really give a lot of good advices. Hey, JNK from KP. Nihan said, it's all work out. Follow dreams, stay off the grid and out the way. I had to stop weed and mushroom to get job. Now I'm on track with job, fighting to leave country and marry. I want family membership. Yeah, just, be focused always, Nihan.
Mm-hmm.
KP, the topic for today's video is sugar babies. Jay already talked about it
Yeah.
earlier. You can actually rewind because the good thing about YouTube Live, you can rewind the live stream, so you can see the first part where Jay talked about the main topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also when I do the lives, I didn't write anything down. Usually when I do my videos, I write what I'm going to talk about down,
Mhm.
and I don't write it like word for word. I write like, okay, I'm going to talk about this first. When I do the live, I just do it a lot of times, except for if I do like
We're
last week
impunto, guys.
and I really
Impunto.
plan it, and I really plan it, and I have it set. Like I had sound set. That's usually when I do stuff like that. I plan it. But like today, I just said, okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that, I'm gonna talk about that, and I didn't put it together. I just I'm gonna talk about this article and go,
Mhm.
and that's my life job.
And then Tugan Studio said, be there in 2 weeks, just bought a ticket. Oh, have for you, Tugan Studio, have a safe travel.
Yes.
Link said, when you two have your child, it's going to be a perfect blend, and your eyebrows are spot on you too. Thank you so much, Link. Aram, thank you so much for the super chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then Derek, Mr. B said, yes, it's the movie theaters AMC, and with the APA community on the 19th of this month, we will have a stock name after us on the stock market ticket named APE. Jay, you can also research the APE community.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett, but I will always skip the whole area and go to the Philippines. Those places would all the best to me be where I take my break in my visa.
Yeah, there's definitely sugar babies over here. Yeah, but it's not a lot though. It's 83,000 sugar babies when you think about all the Filipinas out here. It's probably 70 million. It's like a small point zero zero something percent. Jay, are the pretty bar girls good? I think they're the best ones. Oh no, I may not be the best ones.
There's
Um,
a lot of pretty Filipina that's not a barcode,
yeah.
guys. But it's still, it's your choice.
Hmm.
But if you really want to settle down and
That's even lower than probably. That's lower number than the sugar babies. Think about all the bar girls. That's like maybe like a
you,
thousand bar
you know
girls
what
in
I
the
don't like
Philippines.
about the bar girls?
Maybe 2,000,
I
three
really,
thousand.
because sometimes they're the reason the husband
Bad
cheat.
luck.
That's the reason I don't like about bar
Yeah.
girls. It's not their fault because it's guys' fault, but it's still that's why I don't like bar girls because yeah.
KJ, I will let you know what's going on. So KP bar girls are definitely an easy gateway into dating. They are far more open to linking up and bonding with you without worrying about fail. But out in random tries in public, it is harder. Yeah, it is harder. It is much harder. And guys, thanks a lot for
I gonna
joining
shout
the
out
live stream. Shout out some people.
Jay, don't let me go.
Yeah, shout out.
I want to shout out all the members. Thank you so much just for being a member with us. And also, if you like to join the Discord, let us know. And Jay, we're gonna share the link in the community, and all the members can see the Discord. And you
Hmm.
can also actually ask the members there in Discord. Some of them, most of them, if they're available, they will reply to you and they
Hmm.
will let you know, like, if you have some questions.
Hmm.
So I will shout out all the members. The new member, we have new member Malik Welly. Thanks so much, Malik, for being a member. We have Jack Hobson, Samploroco, Philippines, him downstairs, Drona. Daryl Lee Canyo, this is a new member. We are Penn State 76, West Miller, Link 1111, Gangsta Gummy Bear, Aqua Troop TV, Cecilia Salamat, Exotic Filipina, Etel Jose, thank you Etel, you're always leaving us a thanks on the comment section. BK, Gregory KA, Charles Sakana, Arthur Bainton, Anthony Powell. Please raise your hand if you're here. I'm joking. Say present if you're here. Nate Cali, Simon Keeley, A. Robinson, Harold Jackson, Chassis, retired 2019, It's Tim, Edward Loda, Dexter Perkins, Lincoln D037, Travis Glowell, Tata, J. Brown, The Wallace, Live Harry Pinoy, Pinay Forever, Lamont Taylor, Mr. Cliff and Rue, Easy Adorney, Douglas Asico, Kalo, Tony Anderson, Ken Lee, Life as a Human, Jojo, Morris Howard, Jojo, Morris Howard, yeah, I lost it. I always lost it, I'm always at the bottom. K Dallas in the treadmill. Always need to have K Dallas in the treadmill. Okay. And then Dan Thomas, Bigman 7917, Tampa Life, Craig McCoy, Clifton Palmer, the J Maverick Show. Thank you guys for being a member, for renewing the membership. And
Yes.
for the super chat today, guys, thank you so much for the super chat. All right.
Yes. Thank you
I'm
very
gonna
much.
say goodbye before Jay say goodbye. Bye guys.
Yes, guys, and thank you guys for joining. We'll be doing this again next week live stream. We may do Saturday too. Let's see what happens. But guys, see you all later. Have a good week. Peace.
Bye guys.